we're going to be over to the Scout National, Springfield at the Navistar International, Saturday, June the 8th. I'll walk this line on the corner, partial line, going on 2 o'clock. Kind of a unique orange international pickup truck here with perhaps a long bed. I could be wrong. There's only 17 inches difference. I would say that's a short bed, yes. It is a short bed. From the mid-60s. And that's another gas. That one was a 57. This one has the international diesel engine and a Ford when they first come out. Okay, it's a 58, and I would have thought they would have had the 4 headlights, but they stayed with that 2 headlight. It's got that little face and a distressed finish on it. Pretty sweet. This one, wow. The square body Ford with the diesel engine and the XL package and a pretty cool looking bull bar on it. It has a Case IH fan, license plate, all the option job to the moon. So it's some really cool trucks out here. A very sexy Terra, probably like the nicest one I've ever seen. Not sure what to think. It's black on top and silver on the bottom, and it has the 2 different colors. Pretty neat how they put them in there, and kind of some wild looking tires on there too. They're not really name brand tires, but they have a BFG tread pattern on an off-brand tire and this very modern looking wheels. And it all fits together pretty super. A big push bar on this one. And you could pull the top off of this guy. Huh. Well, there's lights in the front. This one has like an international paint job, it looks like, almost the red and white. The farm side. He's got that big turbo diesel. Since 1929, an implement dealer, so maybe they bought this new. And it's one owner. Long history serving. 3rd generation of the implements. It says 73, and those are, I call them GM mirrors. Those big towing mirrors on there. They're probably seeing a lot of action pulling farm equipment. Restored in 01. 1973. Made field service calls. Sales calls. Big four-door cabin, long bed, and all that. Very heavy. Wonder how fancy it is in here. Valora. Standard transmission. Valora back here. Has a wild cable system to run that window, probably because you can't slide it with your hand. It has a crank somewhere in the truck wired in to operate the window from the front seat. So I hadn't seen this one before. It's pretty sweet. Solid color. Just kind of turned around and there it was. And it has the Western style mirror, where these, I call them GM mirrors. $1969, model 1200, the 1010. He has a spotlight on this one, like it might have been an industrial. Here's another big cab one, which is ultra rare, and it has a camper special, so this might be like one of a kind, like big leg. It's clear from Canada. And look at the mirror he has. It's the Canadian mirror. Big following international and Canada. A lot of automotive industrial. It just says Canada. This is an older one with a step side in the four-door cab. So kind of floored at the caliber of vehicles in this row. Which someone was saying they have them sectioned out by what kind they are. I never figured that out. This is only the second one they've had here. This one in silver, I kind of skipped over that. And this one has 3 colors of paint, including the trim, and it carries over to the wheels. Very serious and badass looking. With the diesel under the hood, big turbo diesel in there. This one has the business, just all business. Sort of a patina one. That one's an industrial gray, which really came back. Inspection in Nevada over here. And it says Fallon. Fallon's over here, isn't it? Well, Fallon's east of Vegas, and which Vegas is kind of towards the point, but southern Nevada, on the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Fallon, Nevada. Made it over here to our car show in 2024. This is a Kentucky truck originally or something or other. It looks like a 1974. I have to look at the bed. Look at this guy, a Fleet Star. And I'm saying that's a 60s from the bubble in the door. Probably a 68. We'll have a look here. Finally got to see a Fleet Star, but it's older than, which my dad had those too, but he was running the ones from the 70s in the end. And the diesel, he had gas jobs. It's got the single horn in the middle of the top of the cab. Fleet Star 2000. Finally got to see a Fleet Star. It's base plated out at, I was going to say Nevada. Out of Pennsylvania. It has a repair chain on there. The Kentucky one, I was wanting to see the bed on it. They have the doors open. It's like a steak bed over there. Yeah, this looks familiar. The Old International Light. Don't remember this piece. Little bar there to grab hold of. It's a 1970. That had to be about the end of the line for that hump. Has a big walking beam in there. It's international. At one point, it is a big sucker brakes. Yeah, walking beam.
I said it was worth being.
Pretty serious looking patina truck here. Almost to the end. Spent too much time, but that's a newer. Is that newer? Does that look right? The way the slider. Those air tanks were made in Urbana, Ohio. A lot of them, about all the trucks were made in Urbana. That's the same fuel tank Dad had. Open the door. Has an air seat in it. Air horn up there, like they always did. Don't know what to think. I haven't seen one so long. He's got the dual stacks on this one. These are all a group of people from Pennsylvania, it looks like. It's a Harley Davidson commemorative with some Harley Davidson colors on it. It looks so much like a Ford too, doesn't it? It's a KB2 International in black and a very cool 68 Scout. It's called an 800. Pretty sweet, possibly like a fire truck one at one time. Pretty well optioned out. A Dana 44 in the front. Is that a big one? I think it is. Over here to the Scout Nationals. Navistar International. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bro, Rippy.